Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, Lake Elmo Airport sees increased NIMBY complaints after runway extension. Air Force improves retention bonuses again. Counterfeit CFM Parts issue sees arrest. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Lake Elmo Airport sees increased NIMBY complaints after runway extension. The 2022 runway extension and expansion project at Lake Elmo Airport has rankled a few neighbors, with nearly 4,300 noise complaints issued from 16 locations near the airport. Unfortunately, the local news has reported the story with much fanfare for the nearly 4,300 complaints, but without mentioning that it comes from a handful of NIMBY airport haters spouting highly suspect claims. As is always the case, those living adjacent to the airport hate hearing aircraft, and the new runway alignment brings fresh complaints as the larger 3,500-foot runway realigned the airport layout for safer and roomier operations. One resident called the noise unbearable, describing it as, quote, constant noise and buzzing, end quote. She said that residents can't even sleep or let their terrified pets outside. She dramatically reported 6 aircraft performing TNGs at the airport, departing over her lane at, quote, 30-second to 1-minute intervals, end quote. The local Metropolitan Airports Commission has been trying to establish an improved noise abatement plan, which is taking comments through the end of December. MAC Rep Jeff Lee said they're working on, quote, ongoing pilot education and coordination at the airport to minimize disturbance to residents to the extent feasible, end quote. And coming up after the break, Polk County Sheriffs buy Kodiak ISR aircraft.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Backcountry flying to us is our playground. For us, it's how we access the things we like to do. It's just our lifestyle. We exclusively use the Hartzell Voyager prop, and it's proved to be just a great combination for what we do. What it's doing, it's helping us all have better performing airplanes. Man, it feels a lot better clearing trees by 50 feet versus 20 feet. I don't ever see myself not flying.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Polk County Sheriffs buy Kodiak ISR aircraft. The Polk County Sheriff's Office got heat from local residents this week when locals decried the addition of a new special mission Kodiak 100 to the county's fleet of surveillance aircraft. The $5 million price tag didn't end up being their main sticking point, with most discontented residents taking issue with the aircraft's payload of ISR gear. Chief Ian Floyd downplayed their concerns to local journos after the county commission voted unanimously in support of the 10-seater aircraft. The sheriffs have long been looking forward to an upgrade to their aged Cessna 182. Air Methods receives court restructuring approval. Air Methods Corporation, the self-styled leading air medical service provider in the U.S., announced court approval for the firm's restructuring plans. The U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of Texas confirmed the company's prepackaged plan of reorganization, which will supposedly be complete in no time at all. Air Methods even believes they will emerge from Chapter 11 before the end of the year. The plan was unanimously approved by both voting classes, pre-petition unsecured note holders and secured lenders alike. Airshow London announces drive-in event. Airshow London announced their headliners for this year's Drive-In Airshow, with a September 13th through 15th event sporting big names like the Canadian Snowbirds and F-16 Viper demonstration team. Both will be accompanied by additional North American Airshow performers, with a, quote, impressive ground display of additional aircrafts parked all weekend, offering a rare and exciting aviation experience for attendees, end quote. Thankfully, the London International Airport has enough space for plenty of eye candy, allowing visitors around the city a rare glimpse at aviation legends in the metal. Coast Guard recovers Jayhawk from Reed Island. The Coast Guard recovered its downed MH-60 Jayhawk helicopter on Alaska's Reed Island after nearly a month, putting a cap on an unfortunate end to a stressful rescue mission. The aircraft had been responding at 23:05 to a flooding fishing vessel, the Lydia Marie, on November 13, 2023. In an ironic twist, the vessel was the one to report the crash to Coast Guard watchstanders. The aircraft had 4 crewmen aboard when it went down. Their rescue took more than an hour to get to the crash site. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Air Force improves retention bonuses again. The Air Force is looking to entice its aviators into eschewing the civilian life for a few more years with new fiscal year 2024 incentives that will provide an extra $15,000 to $50,000 per year. That money will, as it always does, depend largely on which aircraft they fly. This time around, it isn't just the fighter jocks, though. Drone operators, combat system operators, and air battle managers can snag some bonuses, too. The 2024 Experienced Aviator Retention Incentive, or Aviation Bonus in common speech, will allow eligible active-duty aviators to apply for $15,000 to $50,000 for contracts ranging from 3 to 12 years of additional service. Non-monetary options are an offer too, including, quote, an assignment of choice, assignment declination, or remain in place, end quote, should an airman have a particular geographical preference. The program is only available for the regular USAF, Air National Guard, and Air Force Reserve rated officers. Major General Adrian Spain, Director of Training and Readiness and Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations at Headquarters Air Force, said, quote, in today's strategic environment, the requirement to preserve critical skills in our Air Force has never been more important, end quote. And after these messages, Counterfeit CFM Parts issue sees arrest. Welcome back. Counterfeit CFM Parts issue sees arrest. The elusive head of a London-based company that falsified paperwork to pass off bum CFM engine bushings has been arrested in the UK, with Venezuelan national Jose Alejandro Zamora Yrala taken in by the Serious Fraud Office. The parts have continued to find their way throughout the industry, even for carriers stateside like American Airlines and Southwest. The issue first gained serious American attention when the FAA began a suspected unapproved parts investigation, becoming suspicious of paperwork tendered by AOG Technics Ltd. The Form 8130-3 associated with the bushings purported to be an approved production piece for the GE model CF6 engine, but a keen eye quickly discovered that many of the fields strayed from the usual format. Missing information, conspicuously grayed out data blocks, and unusual formatting all piqued the FAA's interest in exactly where the mystery parts came from. They issued an unapproved parts notification on September 21, 2023, kicking off a flurry of activity throughout the airline industry at home and abroad. The ensuing investigation by the UK's Serious Fraud Office continued to uncover an operation with distinct grifter-like themes, with everything from invented employees boasting stock photography on LinkedIn to a P.O. box near Buckingham Palace for imagined clout. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!